Domestic violence cases are not only a common reason people call 911, but they're also a dangerous one. NBC5's Anthony Carter spoke to the Medford Police Department about how carefully they handle those calls. Anthony.
Shelly, I spoke to an officer who is on a domestic violence task force with MPD. Now, she says they approach every situation carefully while also letting victims know of critical resources available to them.
They are a pretty dangerous call for service for us to respond to.
Domestic disputes can be among the most violent that police handle. Carson Chapman is on Medford Police Department's Domestic Violence Task Force. She says there's always at least 2 officers responding to what's often called calls for service.
Just because of there's already some violence typically involved, and then there's a lot of heightened emotions.
According to the National Coalition Against Domestic Violence, its latest report highlighted an alarming number in 2020 for Oregon. It says on a single day, hotlines received about 21,000 calls. On average, that's a call almost every 15 minutes. Chapman says numbers locally have stayed steady as of late.
January 1st of 21 to March 31st of 22, we had approximately just under 400 cases, and that's not calls for service. We have a lot more calls for service than cases.
According to Chapman, the task force has been around since 2015. While investigating each case, she's teamed up with the domestic violence advocate with Community Works. They help the people involved with housing, counseling, and other critical resources.
The advocates are confidential, so if something's not said in front of me, they get to keep that. So there's a big bridge of trust between the advocate and the survivor of domestic violence.
Chapman echoing an important reminder for the community if there's suspicion of domestic violence.
Report it to the police. We are here to help. Even if it's not something that rises to the level of a criminal case, we still can refer people to things that can help them, services that can help them.
The National Domestic Hotline is available 24/7. Now that number is 1-800-799-7233 or SAFE, or you can also text the word START to 88788. Live in the newsroom, Anthony Carter, NBC5 News.